her position. She ran second to Chingquillo at her first start at pretty big odds. And Laura Twist goes up now. Chingquillo's drawn out wide, fourth from the outside in the royal blue and pink colours. Now they look to be just about set to go for race 3, the Becks Beer Stakes. Field of 20, the light is on. All set for a start for race 3 on Oaks Day. The light did go on, it went off again. Starters on his platform. They look to be pretty right. Lights back on again and they're off and racing. Azure Lady a little bit slow. Velvetina jumped out fairly with Proven Peace. Bendrum showing speed early. Then Amaret, and they were followed out wider on the track by Spiritual Self, and going pretty quickly was Fast Work. And they were trying to split up, but as we talked about earlier, a few of these horses went to go to the outside, and Chingquillo, one of them, has now gone back to the fence, and Sevi Pill's going to be the lone runner coming down the grandstand side. About 600 metres to go. Spiritual Self and Fast Work are the leaders. From Laura Twist and then Velvetina, behind them Azure Lady. Perfect Prospect and Chingquillo out wider, and running a fair race 2 was Golden Deed out deep. Snippety was next, and they were followed by Sparky Miss, and Amaret was further back, and coming down the grandstand side on its own was Sevi Pill. 300 metres left to go though, and Golden Deed's at the front, one of the boulders. Got a half a length in front of Chingquillo. Sparky Miss is running on strongly, and then Perfect Prospect and Snippety, and down the outside Racing Ruler. Chingquillo's fought back on the inside to be just in front of Golden Deed, whose run's ended, and the favourite's going to win. Rattling home was Racing Ruler, but Chingquillo wins a length. Golden Deed second, Racing Ruler a big run for third, and then Sparky Miss, Astute Angel. Perfect Prospect behind them from Fast Work. Then Velvetina, well back was Snippety. Azure Lady well back, and then came Amaret from Astelia Princess. Further back Spiritual Self, and then came Laura Twist. Video Girl, Sevi Pill. Then came Atlantic Lover, Bendrum. Rose County and Proven Peace was back at the tail of the field. Good run by the winner Chingquillo, Gary, because when they jumped, Chingquillo went to the outside, $1.20 and 75 expected should pay, $13.35 for second and $2.50 for third. But about 100 metres after the start, it looked like the horse wanted to go to the flat side.
Well, I think what happened, what you've always got to be careful of when they start here.
We're looking at fourth from the outside, Chingquillo.
And if you've got someone drawn inside you wants to go to the outside, the stewards are very strict that you have to give them that 2 lengths clear before you cross them.
Barrier 17, now they're off. You can see a few of these horses jump out wider.
Yeah, I thought a few of them were going to go to the outside. But it'll be interesting later on when the film rolls on, and I'll show you what I've been talking about, how difficult it is to ride a horse out when you're out there on your own.
You can see this, she's left out there on her own, all of a sudden she veers inwards.
That's right. Well, Michael most probably had to clear those couple of horses, but she's gone on very strong. But when this film rolls on a bit, it'll be interesting to see that horse now. It's nearly got to the outside rail. And when it comes down, you'll notice this horse, it'll gradually shift in because it'll see the other horses on the other side. It's by itself. It'll be looking at other things. When a horse is going Melbourne way, it should be leading with the near side. That's your left hand. It'll be out there. You should be leading on the other leg. On the
coming in
off.
now, actually.
Now, it'll gradually shift in further and further. And it's very difficult. It's all right on an older horse because I've been down there a few times. But it'll gradually shift in, and it'll gradually get nearly halfway across the course again by the time they reach the winning post.
Well, David Hayes has trained the winner, Gary Chingquillo, and just what a phenomenal run this man has had with his 2-year-olds this season. It's been a brilliant year for the Lindsay Park stable in Adelaide, and David is talking with Peter Donegan.
Well, David, you have had a great run, but, gee, that was a top performance by Chingquillo after those troubles at the start.
Oh, from barrier 18, and it looked like he was going to go to the outside, then changed his mind. You know, she's got a lot of ability, this filly, and owned in the same connections as Verdingley, so they're in for a bit of fun, I think, the connections.
Yeah, I think they certainly are. Was it more the fact that perhaps the gouch on the inside of you wanted to go to the outside? Did Michael have his mind made up before he went down?
No, Michael went down with an open mind, and obviously there was a breakdown in communications between Gouchy and Michael, and they wanted to go in different directions, and then Michael gave in and changed his mind, thankfully.
Is that something the jockeys would normally talk about when they get down to the barrier?
Oh, it's sensible, you know, are you going inside or outside? It's the sort of thing they discuss, so they don't knock each other down and going in different directions.
Well, really, after all that, she was entitled to weaken, but the strongest part of the race was the end.
Exactly, yeah. One ran past her at the furlong, and she fought back and won. And it's always hard to tell from the stand, but it looked quite a convincing win.
We're taking a look at the replay at the end of the race now. What would your plans be for her? Are you really aiming for the top, Blue Diamond, Golden Slipper?
I really do think she could be a Blue Diamond filly, and maybe even a 7 furlong filly. over a bit more ground because, as you said, the best part of the races have been at the finish, and you know, I think she's going to measure right up.
Well, what with Verdingley, I think it's going to be a fairly successful autumn for the 2-year-olds for you.
I can't wait.
Good on you, David. Well done.
Thank you.
David Hayes, the winning trainer of Chingquillo in the Becks Beer Stakes. Numbers after the third event, 1, 9 and 10. We'll return to Flemington. After this break, you're watching Network 10's live and exclusive coverage of the Foster's Melbourne Cup Carnival.